Welcome to Fireteam Chat, IGN's Destiny show. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio again. Joining me here is CJ Gibson.
Right, what's up?
Fran Mirabella.
Hey, Guardians.
And Steven Rue. Steven's going to be competing in Fortnite at PAX, and he'll be checking out the Bungie booth. Say hi if you see him.
Yep, say hi to me.
So on today's show, what we're going to be talking about is all the Forsaken stuff that's been happening. A little bit of hype right now because they adjusted the Sandbox, and we're going to go over all the Vidocs and details that we've been excited about, and etc. Don't forget, this posts first on fireteamchat.ign.com, 5 p.m. every Friday like it's been since the beginning of time, and then one day later, Saturday, 5 p.m. on youtube.com/fireteamchat. All right. So the Sandbox changes have been implemented.
They are.
And
live.
What a change.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just start there.
Difference.
You notice immediately. So when you signed on, what was your reaction like?
So, of course, I jumped right into PvP, and I rocked a sniper in the secondary, my Achin. I still need to get, Alone as a God and a couple others on PC. I had them on console. But then I think Silicon Aroma, you have that one, right?
Yeah. Nightfall.
Is that in the primary slot?
Yes, it is.
So, honestly, looking at all these things, so my Postmaster was full. Or it was empty, but then it was full of items from it switching around. And so it was really cool to see, okay, this weapon is now here, this one's there. But it is a lot more fun to play PvP. It just is, I'm using Sniper's Infusion all the time. It's really good.
Yeah. What about you guys? Fran?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a lot to process. Like, I think all of us, the meta is still settling, and so much is happening quickly that people are learning what to lean into and what not to. I've heard use Wardcliff because you get 2 in the mag or something, and yeah, certain shotguns that are better than others. Yeah, they're all amazing, by the way. You're getting shottied and shoulder charged everywhere.
Shoulder charges feel so good.
You knew it was
terrible.
You knew it was coming, though, Fran.
It's perfect.
Knew it was
3
coming.
flavors now.
Fran never liked shoulder charge.
Shoulder charge. Are you going to get a purple shoulder, an arc shoulder, solar? Is it in all 3?
Yeah. Bungie, don't listen to Fran. It's great.
For me, the point is, I'm like, holy crap, it's so different now. Like,
it is.
When you peek a corner or go around a corner, it's so different than what you were used to doing in Destiny 2. But I'm loving it. It's absolutely better. But with that come, I think, some pitfalls that you have to deal with. So I don't know. I'm still figuring out what I do and don't like. There's definitely a commentary that certain things are overused. But the biggest point is Forsaken's not even out yet. There's a bunch of new stuff coming, abilities. Exactly. So we got to see what next week feels like.
So if you're playing right now, you can actually hop to Mars and do the milestone for the week. Flashpoint. Or the flashpoint for the week. And yeah, you can actually get Forsaken drops. And they even have like temp in some of the slots. I don't think it was supposed to happen that way.
Bugged.
It was not supposed to be implemented yet. Sure. But there's been some pretty cool weapons out there. Apparently there's a shotgun with a bunch of range perks that can shoot through people in PvP. It's nuts.
Yeah.
We heard that from our social guy, Sean Pitts. Shout out to Sean.
Yeah.
It is a dramatic change. I hopped into PvP myself, Fran, and it was really, really interesting. Just immediately you notice a difference. You're like, this feels different. No, not at all. And thus far, I am enjoying it. I like how the new Flashpoint stuff works. I like that there's more to do across the board within everything. What about you, Steven? What did you think?
PvP is so fun now.
Yeah.
There's a couple things that I really don't enjoy about PvP. We can talk about that later. But the biggest shock factor for me was PvE. Like, I was doing the Flashpoints to get the random drop, and I was like, oh man, I have 2 shotguns now.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was weird because I didn't want to use my shotgun because I was like, I gotta save my ammo for purple brick. And I was like, I don't know, it's just weird.
It's confusing. So I haven't done PvE at all yet.
I don't know what loadout I want to run in PvE yet.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of experimentation, I think, from an ammo economy standpoint, but even to realize, again, where the weapons are and what weapon you still want to gravitate for your main primary, regardless of which slot it's in. Because now you can rock 2 secondary, but the ammo economy, the way it splits it, it's not really advantageous. You run
in PvE or PvP?
In PVE as well.
Oh, I haven't tried it yet.
Like it depends. Like typically they're long range in that regard. So we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
So Multiplayer and PvP, what have you guys been rocking? I've been trying on hand cannon a lot more. They're way more deadly than they were in the past. I really I feel stronger across the board when I'm competing in competitive.
Yeah, I mean, have you done a lot of hand cannon? Because I as a controller user, I still haven't got a chance to really kind of dive into what Better Devils and a lot of those RPM meta hand cannons should feel like. So I got to play a little bit more of it. But in general, it feels so much better to be able to use. I have Time War Inspire, fusion rifle, and a rocket launcher. Just like I'm mostly rocking what I did in Destiny 1. And I mean, it feels
That's a
great.
good place to start. Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly where I experimented. Hand cannon, fusion. Yeah, I did old fashioned main ingredient. And Braytech Osprey, the rocket, the Nightfall rocket, and right away that felt awesome. But I realized I was not as experienced anymore in pre-charging and charging. And so you realize the things you've lost, and that's what I'm taking away from everyone is the. First of all,
muscle memory.
We did exactly. We already did this kind of, but when you go back, you realize that's what I was caught with. I was like, wait a second, this feels so different now, and I'm a little lost on it because I'm so used to like just running around the Crucible and not worrying about it as much. And now like you're just dead if you turn the corner and make the wrong choice. And I assume in PvE it must feel a lot more powerful. Is that the feeling?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Which is weird because I felt pretty powerful in PvE.
Yeah, but I had this conversation with Malkowitz a little bit, who was talking because he's a strike grinder, and he's like, I always had this, feeling that I needed to conserve my ammo. I needed to, make sure I didn't use my rocket here, I didn't use my sniper there. And he goes, now I just freaking snipe everything, and I fusion rifle everything, and he goes, I love it. It's amazing. So yeah.
What about you, Steph? You said there's some stuff you don't like.
Yeah, so like the overall flow of the game is so much better. You don't have to like run around as a rat pack anymore. You can make plays by yourself. Overall, I'm loving the game. They already addressed the matchmaking, quick play. I don't know if you guys noticed, but
they did fix it today. You mean?
When Forsaken launches, it will be reverted to where it was before the patch.
Gotcha.
Right.
So that's gonna be huge. Like I cannot find a game.
Yeah.
For like 5 minutes.
Takes a while.
Yeah. There's a recoil bug. If you guys heard about
Going
that.
into your menu, I saw that.
Yeah, if you go in your menu and then come out of it, it fixes it. So hopefully they fix that. But hand cannons feel great. There are a couple things that I wish they would touch on. Telesto's way too good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's a secondary, so you can like use it whenever.
Rufus, did Ramblin figure out that bug, or he was just one of the many?
Yeah.
I don't know if he figured it out.
Okay,
But
he was the one
video
I saw
that I watched.
Reddit, that's the one I saw.
yeah.
But dude, Telesto was the first thing I
it's
was like,
so
I started to
good.
get wrecked, and also the stickies from it just sit there. And it just was a huge problem that I switched to it. I'm like, I'm using this. It was that or play of the game. That was my feeling. I'm like, use Telesto, use play of the game.
Yeah, see, look, play of the game is insane now. But I don't mind that as much because it's a heavy weapon, so it should be good.
Yeah.
But the secondary grenade launchers that do 140 damage, you basically just need to hit them with anything.
Once. I know.
And they're dead.
Is Fighting Lion one of those?
Yes, Fighting Line, Orwing's Maul, a bunch of other stuff. And it's like insane that I feel like that's a little too strong. Shoulder charge is great. I don't mind it as much. But
Perfect.
shoulder charge with Skull Fort is a really good combo.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
encouraging people.
Use it. But
What other tips do you have about shoulder charge?
Exactly.
my problem with that is that melee is so good, but throwing knives are so bad.
They don't do a precision.
Especially
one
on
kill, do they?
PC. Like it's bugged on PC. I saw someone throw a throwing knife. It did precision damage. It did 20 damage.
That's like Fortnite
Crushed
RNG.
Yeah.
It has to do with the frame rate, right? I think it was Fallout Plays or somebody was showcasing.
Yeah.
At 30 it does more damage.
I'd like to
60
see
above
that
does something.
potentially like one headshot throw. Like if you're good enough to throw a throwing
agree
knife
with
at someone's head, you should one
Dude, you
shot.
should. It used to be that way, didn't it?
with the burn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
if it was charged.
Because it did damage over time
Correct,
to kill you,
yeah.
I think.
Another couple things is I think snipers should spawn with a little bit more ammo, like one more shot.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see maybe shotgun spawn with one more shot too. Like right now,
Instead of 2.
yeah, 2 is I don't know, 2 is like because the thing with that
It's
is
pretty shot.
you use it, right? You use it in like one fight and you get the green ammo, but then your teammate just walks by and takes it.
Yes.
And then you're
That
screwed.
is what I've experienced.
So initially I thought like, oh, if you earn the kill, that ammo was reserved for you.
We
Yeah,
were
it's-
wondering about that if it was
Yeah.
an instance thing. So
Probably
like,
not.
Yeah, I killed him, so the ammo is
anyone
only
can pick it
visible
up.
to me.
Anyone could pick it up. So it's like you can run out of ammo really fast.
I had the exact same experience and same idea immediately where I was just
Yeah.
like, this, I don't think it's going to last. I do think they're going to change the ammo economy because it doesn't make sense.
It's like-
I'm like rushing to be like, yeah, that's mine. Like I need that ammo, and it's part of it is to have fun now. Like that's you really rely on your fusion rifle, for example, and like
it's to the point like I was playing with my buddies. And like they would get a kill, but I'd like accidentally walk over it, and they'd be like, "You didn't earn that. Like, are you serious? Are you taking that
now
from me?"
you're arguing about like, dude, that was mine.
Yeah.
That's
One
an
other
interesting
thing.
issue that comes up from this stuff. It kind of shows how like the heavy ammo only going to one person is kind of an issue.
I'd like to see it. I don't know what they could do, but I'd like to see that adjusted. And then I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but one other thing is the 140. Oh, 3-tapping is so satisfying. But the 140 and the 150 RPMs, they both 3-tap if you hit all headshots. But like, why would you use the 140 if the 150 shoots faster then?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see maybe 2 head, 1 body would be 140. I don't know. I think they need to show a little more love to that.
Wait, you have to
Well,
get
all
3?
All those weapons are probably going to be moot.
Well, and
But RPM wise, though, it's like
Yeah, but
you
that's-
still want to use 150.
that's a good point. Like that's what I was saying. Because Midnight Coup, I would rather use personally over Better Devils. It's our 150 versus
150,
140.
Yeah.
But I think that there could be, the new Palindrome or the new Ice Lunar, or, even Last Word or something like that that comes out in the next little bit.
But overall, it feels so fun. Like
It does.
it feels really, really fun.
Have you guys figured out any good combos for PvE yet? I did Tractor Cannon, of course, with the Raid Shotgun.
looks
so good.
The Raid Shotgun that had a Void mod on it.
Perfect
So
Paradox?
it
I know,
is-
Zenith.
Yeah, it's Zenith,
Zenith,
and
yeah.
it's like Hawthorne's almost, and it just has that rate of fire that I want, and you still get the void stacking.
So can we talk about Tractor Cannon?
Yeah,
They nerfed it and they buffed it. You can't combine it with like Melting Point or anything anymore. But all sources of damage get the buff now, the Tractor Cannon. So it's like interesting because they made the Ikelos shotgun solar, so you couldn't compare or you couldn't stack with Void.
Yeah.
But then they're like, oh, by the way, all the damage stacks up now with Tractor Cannon.
Right.
So it's kind of like, well, this is the best PvE shotgun in the game now. So
Well,
I don't know.
Sean Pitts is saying that it's called Dust Rock Blues.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
It's
shotgun.
a new
that's
Forsaken only release.
I think so. It's dropping in the wild right now.
You can get a random
What? It's
roll.
awesome because it shoots through people. You're saying?
The range is like
the range is
it's
maxed.
the entire
Yeah.
bar.
Exactly.
Wonder if that's
get it
bugged or
today,
not.
everybody.
I
I
don't
mean, it's
know.
hard to know for sure what's supposed to be happening when there's stuff dropping with temp in the mod slot or whatever.
If that's a bug, and like, can they fix that? Like, if you have a random roll with max range, is
know.
it fixable? Or like those people who got it pre-released, they just have a
it?
max
Oh.
range shotty now.
right.
That would be kind of hilarious.
I'm going to remove that out of the inventory right away.
So the other thing that we're going to talk about, we're going to look forward now. We're going to look forward to what is coming with the Forsaken release. We got a trailer, and guess what, everybody? We got our voice back. Our Guardian talks.
talk.
That was such a cool moment in the trailer.
really weird,
And I
though.
tweeted out,
Weird.
Yeah.
It only took Cade dying, but we got our voices back.
I don't know why that's such. I mean,
Couple
I do
years.
know it's a big deal, but you barely talked in Destiny 1.
No, for sure,
it's-
but yeah,
they were
And he had
listening.
some English accent. I didn't
no,
know who it
for
was.
all
like,
all the moments
You know,
where
it was the voice of McCree.
Oh, that's who
Yeah,
did
I
the
forgot.
original.
I forgot
But
that.
like, he
actor.
barely.
Oi,
spoke.
matey, we gotta
Oh
get
my
revenge.
God, Destin, please don't.
But no, honestly, like for the
That's how he
times-
sounds, everybody.
For the,
Maybe watch the
for the times where you actually saw the cutscenes, especially Cyrus, and there's all these kind of back and forth moments where you're waiting for your guardian to talk, and all of a sudden Ghost just hovers over
And talks
and
for you.
talks for you. It's kind of like, all right, cool, he's upset, let's go. This makes sense.
I would caveat it with I think it adds to the story and the
Yeah.
impact of like having a line of dialogue or two, but like the little light line from way back in Destiny
Just
1,
makes
like,
it less awkward.
whatever. I actually thought it was a little awkward, but okay. So you have your voice back, fine.
Yeah, that was my big thing. It
I
was
hope the lines are good. Is all I'm saying, I guess.
There was one.
The cutscenes look really, really phenomenal. I love
they
seeing Aldrin Sov with the darkness at the edge of
I
his
love all
eyes.
this stuff. I always have. Him and Mara both. They were faves. So the fact that story arc is coming back. Actually, none of the trailers until the launch trailer, which is like, fine, whatever. Cade's dead, but now here's what's going on, and people are pissed.
Yeah.
The feeling of that and the darkness and the people that they're teaming up with, I'm super like. It feels to me like the best potential storyline that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Like bar none. Even when I saw Taken King, I love the idea of chasing down orcs and all that. Crota's dad. There was something there, but
Yeah.
this. I've been waiting. And
Yeah.
we think the queen might be alive. It's been a question in the trailer. You see the little touch from Purple Arm.
Romantic friend.
It could be. Everybody thinks Queen's back, or it could be a flashback, and we're all misled.
It's totally a flashback. Gotta be.
Don't you say it, Destin. She's alive. She's gonna be a new character. She's gonna be in the tower by the end.
There was so much in that trailer to unpack. Like, there's the Cade
Machine guns. Let's unpack our machine
yeah.
guns, baby.
Yeah.
Perfect
Exactly.
segue.
coming. And there was that the line that we all heard at E3. How's your sister?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've been waiting for people to hear that.
Yeah.
How's your sister?
It's so good.
Memed.
Yeah. So what do we got in here? Machine gun loading at 237. CJ wrote down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a little close up of it. Like, you know,
Also
you see the
in their
chamber.
roadmap.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was it
So
December?
They did mention it.
I believe is when I'll double check.
That's
Yeah.
awesome to see. Hunter super deflected a Nova bomb.
Finally, like for once, we get something that actually kills something. I don't know how many times I've fired my golden gun at somebody at their super and they don't die. It's the worst.
Then you can
So-
use Husk and regain.
There was
all
some
your
really
health.
cool shots. That
Exactly.
shot was cool. I did a live reaction on
Yeah.
my Twitch with that, and that was the one where I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like it just looks so cool. It
That
just,
does look really cool.
It's like Darth Maul reflecting a Nova bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's everything for me. Any other notes about the trailer?
Oh, there's so much to unpack. I think, like you said, that was
so much to
my thing.
unpack. Like,
There's some Barons. They're helping out Aldrin
Ikora
Sub.
is a bad bleep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So that was the one thing
Zavala
that
is a sorry son of a bleep.
And so that's the thing. Like even in Warmind, like Zavala is always like,
Let's be careful.
I don't know. Let's be careful. And now even now it's like, well, you know, and it's like, no,
he's a little reserved.
revenge.
Well,
like
he's like-
Ikora
like,
got
his
the
line.
way. Like
He's like, I don't want to bury any more friends. And then we're like,
Yeah.
you don't have to.
you don't have to. Oh, so it was mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get it that like Zavala's playing into that, but definitely like I'm an Ikora Ray fan. Let's Nova bomb some people.
Yeah.
This is why
good.
you know that they're doing a pretty darn good job since we saw with was Taken King with the round table scene.
Yes.
This was an homage to that. I don't know if everybody caught that. It really F's me up, and I didn't notice it live. I'm getting tinkles right now. Thinking about
Oh, there you
the round table scene was one of my favorites. You know, when
Yes.
they're all
Get your rock.
Get your rock.
Get
off my back. Oh, Guardian. So, but
Oh,
anyway,
there it is.
So that was that big scene in Taken King, right? And loved it. It was one of the first scenes we saw, the story development, the character development, all the Vanguards. Cade, not there anymore. Under a sheet. He is there. His body's lying on the
They're
table.
in spirit. always.
Effectively, they had a round table over his body, and I thought that was
Oh, wow.
really impactful.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice it at first. I was watching Ikora. I'm like, yeah, and I looked down at the feet. You know, oh God, it's a funeral. It's his body. So just really cool. But I wanted to point out that for me that I walked away, and I normally don't say stuff like this, but I was like, I think that's the best Destiny trailer as far as cinematic story quality that I have seen. Normally I'm Mr. like, I don't know yet, I gotta wait. I can never make a decision. But on that one, man, lovely trailer. Really killer job with it.
Yeah, I have to say there was another piece of content that released sort of alongside this, and that was the Vidoc. And one thing I was really glad to see is, I think I said this on the show once, Bungie probably needs to eat some crow and come out and say, hey, we messed up. We're making it better. No Man's Sky just did this, right? Like people were really upset about No Man's Sky, and they're like, we're not going to say anything. We're going to fix it.
Division did that too.
And Division did that. Yeah. So it's really refreshing when a developer is like, hey, we made some missteps. We're fixing it. We heard you. And what was the line? Somebody said, Destiny needs to be weird again.
Yeah, or crazy again. I think Steve Cotton
Yeah.
said in the beginning. Yeah, and it's true. Like it was one of those things where, yeah, when you look back at Destiny 2 year one, it's gonna be a weird like memory to tell people. It's like, man, couldn't use your fusion. And it's like, what? What do you mean? And yeah, now that it's the way it is, even just playing a little bit of PvE, because we're just now only a day or two into it, it's dramatically different. It's very, very different.
It's weird. You can definitely right away feel the Destiny 1 vibe. You're like, okay, wait, this is what almost felt like what they wanted to do all along. And you can theorize, but I almost feel like it's like they weren't ready. They made some weird decisions in the pipeline for Destiny 2, but this was the game that really we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
I almost feel that. The story lined up. I guess to be fair, we felt that way about Taken King too. You know,
I got so much crap the last time I said this on the show, but out of the 5 years in Destiny, I truly think this year, well, this is the 5th year coming up, right?
moving into
Forsaken.
Into it.
Yeah. This upcoming year will be the best year of all the years we've had at Destiny.
You think?
I'm saying that right now. That's my
Will be.
That's
Putting
my,
on his stamp.
We'll see. I mean,
Capture the
Rue.
control point.
Yep.
honestly, seeing some of the placeholder stuff that they have in there right now that hasn't been patched in yet, I'm just like, I wonder if there's going to be any other bugs or stuff that would detract from the overall experience of Forsaken.
Yeah.
I'm still hopeful for it. I'm like, oh, like these aren't supposed to be in here yet.
Yeah,
And that's happened before where like when we finished the raid for the first time, Fran, and D2 launch, and we couldn't res.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like,
I just
yeah,
hope there's nothing major like that and it'll be okay.
I mean, I think fairly, there's a long history in this very complex game, apparently, that's server side, et cetera, that there's always some wild bugs. And sometimes they can be that dramatic where you're like, dude, we didn't finish it because of this bug. Like, what happened? And so I hope that. I'm sure they hope the same thing, but I get pretty worried too when I see temp mod slots and stuff dropping. I heard from someone today that you can get into a strike. If you play strikes on random, there's one of the new strikes that apparently you can show up in. Now, I don't have confirmation of that, but could be made up.
According to the
it's someone that I trust, but sometimes, you read the stuff in your Twitter feed and you text all your friends and you find out it's fake. But unconfirmed, but the fact that there's just that discussion even.
I know what I'm trying tonight.
We,
Exactly.
We hear stuff like that slips in. So I'm with you. I hope that this is one of the cleaner launches.
Yeah.
This week gave them the time to like, okay, we got to fix all this stuff. But
what's cool
I
is
want this to be awesome.
Well, yeah, I was going to say what's cool is a lot of this kind of conversation, though. I've said this before, I think. I love the launch window of the first, say, even 2 or 3 weeks where you have no idea what's happening. There's just tons of discovery. You're figuring things out on the fly. And, yeah, these kind of little things, like basically all the ARG pre, every single DLC we had, like the, what was the one before Rise of Iron? Like the,
Taken King?
the infestation, remember?
That was Rise of Iron.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Siva, but the virus, like the virus that was going around.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah,
You're
and
talking about like a real life event.
yeah, there's like kind of little things. So it's like I'm never quite sure if it's intentional in a way.
You think having temp mod slots is intentional?
I don't know. I don't think so. But my point is like, who knows if it is or not?
I'm going to go with Destiny.
I know. I mean,
pretty sure nobody at
Probably
Bungie's
not.
like, yeah, let's get those weapons in there with temp all over the
no, but didn't that
Yeah.
happen actually at launch as well too with one of the ghosts?
Yeah,
or
you
something?
could get exotics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I mean, again, I'm not saying it's intentional, but maybe there's something to just like, we're just gonna do this.
well, that is a spin, man.
Well, okay.
That's a
God.
good
Okay.
one. You
I'm
should
saying-
work with
So you
the.
guys think something's very wrong. But anyway, I do.
I know where he's going.
fine.
There
You know
was,
I'm good.
There was one thing that you brought up windowing. Raids are going to come out 10 days after Forsaken launch.
Yeah,
date.
thank
and
God.
to me,
Oh, Lord.
it is
It's a little more
perfect.
time.
Yes.
The perfect amount of time to prep for a raid and get as ready as you can.
Yeah.
It's
like it a
almost
lot.
perfect.
Oh, what is
I
your?
am very
it's
happy. No, just bear with.
Did you say butt?
I'm super happy
But-
that they're delaying it. They're extending the amount of time. So number one, more time to prep. But we all have day jobs, and it's still on a Friday. I would love if they launched on a Saturday, man.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Fran?
yeah. Oh, because you're reviewing stuff that you're going to be playing it for your
No,
job
but
all day.
think about the
There it
average
is.
consumer. They would just take the Friday off.
Fran, by
Are
the
you
way,
joking right now that you prefer to have it on a Friday so you can take the day off? That's not normal for
can you
most people.
approve that date that I submitted there for?
All right.
Can I take that?
Let me know in the comments.
You're mad that
what day
would
of the
you
week?
rather it's on a Tuesday?
No, on a Saturday would be perfect.
I guess.
What
No.
about a
I know, by the
Sunday?
way, globally this doesn't work for
Friday's
everyone.
pretty good.
But I would love to know in the comments, pick the perfect day for you, never mind how far out it is, but what day of the week would you want a raid to launch on?
I think
I'd
a
love to-
Friday or a Monday is great.
Good, because I'm not approving that day. And that's the boss, and I'm sorry. How do you feel about
What about me?
I'm here because
For
I'm
mine?
streaming it anyway. So
that? I'm sorry, I have another project for you.
all right, you tell whoever sponsors it.
Okay, now you're backpedaling a little bit. Well, if I can't play, I guess it's a problem.
No, it's fine, friend. You find alternate talent for our sponsored live stream, and it's not
CJ,
sponsored.
Yeah, let's do it, Steven.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't.
Have fun,
I
guys.
was going to play it that day at work. 'cause you
okay.
got me so excited. So I'll do Friday, you do Saturday.
All right, cool. You gonna review it too?
No.
Magically,
I wish that I
Fran
could.
now has Friday
Preston
off.
knows that I wish I could review.
You can.
Destiny too. So this is what it's like at work all the time, by the way. So,
What are things we have here in the notes? So on the roadmap, September 1st, Gambit's gonna be free for everybody. On the 4th, it launches. On the 14th, the raid. on a perfect day, on a perfect Friday launch, his last
Yep.
wish. On the 16th, Iron Banner is back.
Yeah.
We played a little bit of that already. That sounds fun.
Yep.
The 25th, new Crucible mode Breakthrough. CJ,
Yeah.
what's Breakthrough? Describe it.
I mean, I don't know if we really know anything about it. It just says that in the Vidoc.
Yeah,
and
they just showed.
they
like,
just showed like a little clip of it.
we don't know what it is.
Yeah, like or just like a Titan hitting somebody or somebody clashing, but somebody I think
Overcharge?
maybe. Oh, good friend.
You
But
stand there and cry as
I don't-
Titans from every direction just.
I don't know if there was anything. Somebody was mentioned that maybe it was something like that in Crucible Labs, but I'm not sure. I think this is something new. So
Yeah.
On okay,
Oh, sorry. Did you guys play Scorch Cannons, by the way?
Yeah.
No, I was.
I did.
Okay. What'd you think?
It's exactly what you would think it is.
It's
It's
cool,
a
though.
wild ride.
Yeah,
silly.
It's the type of mode that I wanted to see.
So-
in fact, I brought this up a lot where we joke about getting all rocket launchers or whatever.
Yes.
I remember talking about it on the show like year 1,
100%.
and we got it. And it's
Yeah.
only in testing, but I think stuff like that would make a really nice rotation.
Yes.
Um,
so I don't.
yeah.
So I don't know what
Approved.
this is, but yeah,
Already works.
Yeah, Team Action Sack. That was an old like Halo 2 thing where like the weapons would spawn when you just you came back to life. You'd be with a different weapon. So all these kind of things, if that's a possibility, I actually like played a lot of Scorch Cannons.
Action.
I think it was
sack.
fun. Yeah, it was one of those things
Sack.
like from long.
Sack.
Thank you, friend.
You do.
I just wanted to know what it was called.
All right, continue, Destin.
I'm glad that that's happening.
Is this Friday?
October Festival of the Lost is coming back,
Yeah.
and then that's cool. First of all,
Yeah.
and then
They teased
including-
it in the trailer, I think. I saw all the
yeah, a little the
ornaments
engrams.
hanging from the
Yeah,
trees.
engram
and
ornaments.
I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's Festival of Austin. Sure enough.
there's going to be playlist updates, evolution to the Dreaming City after that, and additional surprises like Dreaming City is going to be constantly evolving. Overall, we're all pretty excited about Forsaken. I can't wait to get my hands on it next week and to dive in more.
Another
Another
big thing I did confirm it is in the Season of the Forge, which is the free seasonal side of the update that comes out during like the dawning period, which usually is at the end of December. We don't know for sure if it's early January or end of December, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, we do. It does say December for Season of the Forge, so that's the free everybody update. And then if you're a pass holder, that's Black Armory. I'm not jumping ahead here, right?
No, that's
Okay,
we're
good.
done
And
with
so you
one.
get access to the Black Armory. That's where they started to talk about in the Vidoc
Yeah.
that there's these
Crazy
blacksmiths
weapons.
and these crazy weapons.
Yeah.
So I think,
On that note, friend, I was really surprised to see Christopher Barrett talking so far forward about the content that they have
Yeah.
online and their plans
Yeah.
for it. They haven't really been this open before.
yeah.
yeah,
So-
they've been so open.
It
Since,
even showed a little bit
Yeah.
of that whole, Black
Obama.
Armory stuff.
And the roadmap stuff too, like that's super important. I don't think, we've ever kind of peered that far into it. And people had a lot of those questions about the annual.
Yeah, like right now we're saying we know that we're gonna have access to whatever the Black Armory is, and we know that there's this new Forges of the Chain activity. Like we don't even know what Breakthrough is yet. They're talking about whatever that is. So that honestly, this is what we've asked for. We don't even need to know the exact detail, but the fact that I know it's coming in December, and if you want me to pay for it now, that's a pretty good list. I'm interested. New exotics, new legendaries.
And Joker's Wild. And then what was the one after that?
So again, remember, there's the free side and the non-free side. So on the free side, Season of the Drifter. So you get some stuff, new weapons, Crucible content. Joker's Wild. That is they're both in spring 2019, by the way. And they say there will be a new activity, and Gambit will evolve in spring of 2019. It's
cool.
New exotics, etc. And then
feels premium.
summer 2019, the free season of the. They didn't come up with a name yet. That's how far ahead they are. So on the free side, they don't know what they're calling it. And then we know that it's Penumbra on the annual content pass side.
Penumbra, they're like, what if, I don't know, random stuff. Like that's pretty far
sounds
out for
okay.
them. So,
asterisk,
Yeah,
maybe.
but they do say there's a
maybe
new.
Destiny 3.
yeah.
They do say a new activity in a raid lair. And there is a raid lair in December. But I do think that's interesting. We get a raid lair in December so far, they say, but then not one till summer. So there's nothing in between December and I don't know. Is it
With the way that
July
Yeah.
2019?
with the way the endgame location works, maybe it like morphs the raid also in some manner. That would be really interesting. to
One
see.
last quick announcement: Destiny 2 is free if you have PlayStation.
Oh,
Plus.
man, yeah.
the base game, right?
PlayStation
Base game
Plus.
for the month of
Yeah.
September. So if you haven't played Destiny 2 and you want to get in and you have a PlayStation,
And
What does that got to be like? The experience of hopping in to Destiny 2 right now with all the changes has to be much different than what we played.
So I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have that experience with my little guys because I'm gonna get them into it. And I did not let them play year one because I just didn't want to explain to them like the travesty that I went through. So now it's gonna be like, let's do it. PvP, Gambit. So I'm going to let them play tomorrow. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah. That is a really good point. You're going to play the campaign in a way that like we haven't experienced yet.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for
Let
sure.
us know what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's everything for this episode, guys. We got to get out of here. But we're going to be back next week talking about our impressions of Destiny 2's Forsaken launch and what we think so far. Fran?
Did we go over? Are there any like embargoes of information next week? And like meaning the game
one.
is out on the 4th, obviously. And
There's one embargo for the 3rd that
Yeah.
CJ has.
Yes.
Because you checked some stuff out.
Yeah, so we'll have some coverage on the 3rd that we can talk about and showcase. And
when you
that's
sign an
about all I
NDA, you
say.
get very worried about how you phrase that.
Exactly.
But
Some
there's
coverage.
a new release of information. I honestly don't know the exacts, like new
Yes.
information,
Blink
things to
twice.
see.
Exactly.
Blink twice if Galahorn's coming.
Yeah.
I can't. September 3rd, though, there will be some coverage on IGN before the launch of the game on September 4th.
So set your watch to, I don't know if we have a specific time on that we can.
I believe it's going to be 8 a.m.
Okay, so morning Pacific time, check it out.
Pacific time.
And then full roughly 24 hours later is the review process starts.
Yep.
Destin is reviewing it, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, on the 4th, you'll probably get your write-up in the morning of the 5th.
Yep.
For review in progress. And then throughout the week, I'll just be playing a ton of Destiny. It sounds like a lot. We're going from 400 to 600.
Yeah.
So I got a grind ahead of me. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Thanks, Brad.
I only say
And
it's-
maybe
it's-
my boss will let me raid. I don't know.
Yeah. But
Maybe not.
it's funny that the process is super fun, but in Destin's position, it's just like any streamer, content creator. Like you gotta grind to figure out all the stuff that's in there. But it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait to just see the community with all the secrets of the Dreaming City and
That's the mystery.
Things are gonna be happening in the next week or two that I think will surprise and delight the community. I don't know what it is, but I really
Surprise and
got
delight.
the wink and nod from Bungie and watching all their stuff that they're feeling a little more confident.
Yeah.
I think that some of the summits that they've had and feedback they've gotten from people now, this launch on Tuesday of the Sandbox, they're feeling pretty good. So I can't wait to see what's in store, man.
Destiny.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
man.
We're all gonna have
On
to hear
that
it
note,
again.
yes, people
Exactly.
still play Destiny. We
Here we
will.
are.
But for this episode, we got to end it here so we can go play more Destiny. So until next time, everybody, Guardians out.
Am I pointing at the right camera?
Hopefully.
Probably not.
Yes, you are. Phone's off.
Yeah, I missed.
Sorry.
I'm finding a screenshot from Shumpit. Damn it, it didn't come through. It's the shotgun. Do you know the new shotgun that he's raving about?
Nope.
Okay, phone's down.
Yeah,
we
just
got to
go.
do the show.
Let's go.
All right. So no fade up from black. You said you're gonna.
I like
Okay.
that. I like that. I like
All right,
that
everybody
intro.
all
settle.
right. All right.
Let's
What's
go.
Do,
happening?
do it again for real. Wait, I have to laugh a little.
Can we keep that? in?
No, no fading up. No fading up from black.
Just leave it on.
This is
So
not-
first of all, Dan, you
I'll
do
edit it in post.
whatever it is
man.
you
Don't
want,
worry
and
about
he's
it.
actually doing a great job, and you guys being idiots. So
It was just
Oh,
funny
whatever.
because he's never done
Pull it
that
together.
for me before.
Yeah.
It made me laugh.
All right.
It's like an unveiling of
charge everybody for the
Fireteam
time
chat.
we're waiting.
Welcome to Fireteam Chat.
All right. Welcome to Fireteam Chat, IGN's Destiny show.